Your love is consuming like a wildfire. Your joy overflowing. Oh, you make me sing. Oh, yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing to me. Oh, say yeah. It's amazing, yeah. It's amazing, yeah. It's amazing to me. Yeah, yeah. It's amazing, yeah. It's amazing how you love me, God. Yeah, you're amazing to me.
Well, all right, everyone. That is Your Love is Amazing by Cerissa McQueen. She is my guest for today. And happy Saturday, everyone. And thank you all for tuning in. Here I am, your host with the most, Brenda Moss, a.k.a. Lady Diva here. Phone lines are open right now. Now, this show will be recorded. If you missed it, you can't call in, but you can listen to it through all the links that are provided from this showcase. Welcome, Cerissa McQueen. Thank you for coming in.
Hi, thanks for having me.
All right. Now, that track there, Your Love Amazing, when was it released and what's the story behind the music?
So that was released in 2021, and that was produced by Mr. Myron McKinley. I don't know if you're familiar with the illustrious Myron McKinley. He is great pianist, great friend, songwriter, producer, composer, all of the above. Anything that you can think of, he's great.
All right.
So he's also the MD for the Earth, Wind, and Fire. So he's a mastermind musician. He's just great to work with overall. And so he produced that. That was my first singer with him, and mainly I wanted to do that because that song was very instrumental through a time that I was going through in my life, and so it was just like something that I wanted to do, like as my first, just like paying homage to like getting through the ordeal of life.
Okay. Well, thank you for that information. And Your Love Amazing is still streaming online on all major streams right now. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And may I ask you, Cerissa, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from California.
All right. And thank you. Well, I would like to introduce Cerissa to the listening audience. Now, Cerissa is often recognized for emanating rich and soulful emotions through her vocals, effortlessly blending a range of styles, including contemporary Christian, gospel, jazz, rock, soul, R&B, pop, and blues, and funk. Influenced by legends like Nina Simone, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston. I can go on and go on. Now, would you like to introduce yourself to the listening audience, Cerissa? Tell them, fill in the gaps about yourself, how long you've been in the industry singing and writing music. Go ahead.
That's funny. That's always a loaded question because I find out it's like when to talk about yourself is very hard. It's almost like you're trying to find that line in between. Like it's like you know what? I don't know what to say. You don't want to sound pompous, and it's like what do I say? No, no. But I've been singing ever since I can remember. Like in my church choir growing up.
Okay.
I grew up in Virginia, and so. You know, so it's so funny because like when I was growing up, I was singing, and that was the thing to do. You sang in your choir growing up, and so when you go home, you see like the videos that were on TV, and you would see the Michael Jackson or the different videos that were out, and for some reason I saw them, and for whatever reason, it did not resonate with me that was going to be like my trajectory into like the music industry, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah. So I just kind of like chopped it up. I was like, okay, I can sing a little bit. So sing in the choir. That's what you do, And later on, like as I moved to California, I've always seen. I did like little competitions, but I kind of like stumbled across things, and people, and it really challenged my thought pattern of like, why not you, Cerissa?
Yeah,
yeah. And I was already doing things, but didn't realize that, that was the, way that I was going. So I was kind of like just stumbling across stuff, trying things because I like to sing, but then it just like came full circle. And I think for me, when I was in church, I think it was in, I want to say 2005 or 2006, this 15-year-old boy, he invited me to his grandma's conference, and he just told me how impactful that I was to him, and that kind of really opened up my world and really made me, get outside of just being closed-minded to just the world, you know what I mean? And so I always pay homage to him, or because there was that catalyst for me, and brought in my thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for that story. Wow. It does give you an amazing feeling when you know that somebody really adores you for who you are, and they want to see you do more, and not only that, expose you, and all you can do is go for it, and it's an amazing feeling. It brings you outside yourself. I know the feeling, yes. So thank you for telling the story. Wow. So we're going to go into mentioning this new single, Could We Ever Be the Same? What's the story behind the music, Cerissa McQueen, on this new single of yours?
So I was brought on tour in 2000, I think it was 2015 or 2016 with Earl Thomas. I was recommended by my good friend Kevin Cooper. He's a great bass player. He was like Grammy Award-winning bass player with Ike Turner. And he recommended me for this tour, and then just becoming good friends with Earl Thomas and sensing him and like being around him and singing on that tour, he was like, Cerissa, I got a song for you. He was like, I connect with you, and it kind of like we just been talking and just developing that rapport, and he recommended that song, and I listened to it, and like I said, I like to pay homage to people that have been influential in my life and who have like paved the way for me in some way. And this song connected to me, and I did that song, and we rearranged it with Myron McKinley again. So this is like my second song with Myron. He came in there and put his sauce on it.
Yes, it sounds
and he brought,
good.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, you have been in Brazil during your tours in Brazil, for real? In Brazil? And a lot of folks love your voice down there.
Yeah, this I did my second tour this year in Brazil. It was great. Working with Igor and Luciano.
Yes.
I was back by popular demand because
Yes.
the majority of my shows they sold out, and
Yes.
so it was the same thing this year. It was great. It's just to go in a country that is not your own and they receive you so well. It's just like it's
Yes.
just a testament. And sometimes you have to
Yes.
sit back and like look at it, and it's like, oh man. Y'all really
Yes.
receive me and y'all really love what I'm giving. So it's like I'm just very grateful and thankful because the truth of the matter, people don't have to come to your shows. They really don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they choose to and they love it. So I'm just very grateful to Igor, Luciano, and just all the fans that come out, and
And
spend their money just to come see.
yeah. And salute to all the Brazil fans out there for Cerissa McQueen. And I'm getting ready to spin this new single, Could We Ever Be the Same? You stay in that hot seat, Cerissa. Will be right back.
Awesome. Thank you.
We can play tricky. We can play games. We can hide in total silence and call each other names. We can live on the border of reason. We can hide in the shadows of doubt. We can burn our souls on brimstone without knowing what the fire is about. Well, if I say that I love you, would it stop right now? If I held you close, would you whisper my name? Ooh, if I say that I'm sorry, would it matter now? And could we ever be the same? Could we ever, baby? Could we ever, baby? Same, babe. Oh, I don't have an answer. You don't want to know. Now would you settle for a compromise, oh, and just let go? We could live our lives in confusion. We could spend our time trading pain. We could get beyond this delusion and never have each other left to blame. So if I say that I love you, would it stop right now? If I held you close, would you whisper my name? If I said I'm sorry, would it matter now? And would we ever be the same? Could we ever be?
Well, there it is. Could We Ever Be the Same by Cerissa McQueen. go ahead and check her out. And what is your website and social media information and where anyone can purchase this single and stream it online at? Go right ahead, Cerissa.
Awesome. It's www.cerissasings.com. You can stream any platform that you can think of is on.
Yes.
And it's definitely on my website for sure as well.
Yes. And man, every time I play this song, I close my eyes and I get goosebumps on my skin. It's just your rain of vocals and everything just give me goosebumps, and congratulations. And I'd like to ask you, is there any future music projects to come? People want to know.
Yeah, for sure. So before I get in that, let me shout out to, of course, we were talking about Earl. They wrote that song. Earl and Phillip C Wootton, they wrote that song.
Yeah.
So just want to give a shout out to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, there is more music. And actually, I'm mentioning Earl a lot because he's been like a mentor to me, and he's so successful, like definitely like touring the world. And so we were brainstorming the last couple of weeks, and we've been like coming up with the plan on like my next project. So that is coming out very soon. We're in the final stages of that. And so I'm really happy about that, and I'll be collaborating again with Myron McKinley on that. So yes, look for that.
Yay! And any upcoming events you would like to mention?
And I do. I'm traveling to Denver in the next couple of weeks, so I'll be in Denver September 15th through the 17th. I've been doing a lot of people been looking at me for private shows, so that has been my theme lately. So my public show is in September 15th through 17th. People can go to my website if they want to come out and support.
All right. And thank you for that information. Wow. So what is the ultimate desire, Cerissa McQueen? What you want all the fans and followers get off of this new single here? Could we ever be the same?
Yeah. I love being able to connect with the fans. It's like usually most of the songs that I do, I connect with, and it hopefully it resonates with my fans. Something that situations that we all go through, whether it's relationships, especially like could we ever be the same? I know it rang true for Earl when he wrote it, but for me, I took it personally. When you're in a relationship and you go through stuff and you're in an argument, and sometimes it seems like, will we ever be the same after this?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Will we get through this?
Come on now.
Pride can get in the way, just a whole bunch of things can get in the way, and really a lot of times it's somebody humbling themselves and say, what if I held you? Like,
Yeah.
what if I say, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Can we ever be the same? Can you get past this little thing that you going through? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on now.
So,
come on.
So I like to do stuff that like speaks to me, because I feel like if it speaks to me, I can deliver it because it's ringing true to me.
Yes.
And so that's what I try to do. If I don't connect with it, it's gonna be hard for you to connect with it. So
right.
That's the stuff that I like to do. The songs I like.
That is an ultimate desire. I love it. Yes. Well, you got me.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
So, what is the shout out you want to give to all those lovely people? I know you gave a shout out to a couple of persons, but let's do them all, and so they can hear their name, or just give them a thank you. Go right ahead.
Yeah, shout out to the fans, of course, like Myron McKinley. I mean, I appreciate you. His family for just, lending him to the world and to me, like, to do my project. Stacy, Lamont, Sonor, Morris, thank you. Claudio, Ian, I appreciate you all. Igor, of course, the Brazilian crew, Luciano, just everybody that has been part of my journey, my family. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Please charge it to my head, not to my heart. But just for everybody who is supportive and encouraged me, just to stick it in, because this road can be hard in the music industry, and you just have to keep your goals in the forefront of your mind and keep pushing through. And ultimately, you have to know within your heart what you're supposed to do, because everybody's going to have their opinion about what you should and shouldn't do. Does that make sense? Yeah. And you have to know your callings, so to speak, and push through the noise, surround yourself with the right people. Yes. To keep watering those dreams so that you can see that flower. I have not arrived. I still have goals and things that I want to accomplish. I try to remain humble and keep the Lord at the center of my heart, so I can be in His perfect will. Yes, yes. Well, thank you. And I will give all those that you named an applause, that they will keep on supporting you in your music journey. Yeah. Yes. Keep doing your thing. And let the others, help you with your passion and helping you keep doing your music. And I have another track I would like to play that you did a session with Luciano, Crazy. Yeah. Yes. I will play that at the end of the show. Can you tell us a little bit how that came about? So that was my first tour in Brazil, and Luciano invited me over. And it was kind of shocked. I thought we were chilling. Shut up, girl. I'm like, okay. I was chilling with the damn. That's funny. It was fun. And it's like, okay, all right. Let's make the most of it. Let's do it. Okay. If he did this, he's going to laugh. So oh, my God. But, yeah. So we ended up doing that song and some other songs. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Your voice sounds so beautiful. You did good singing that version of yours, Crazy. And I'll play that at the end of the show. Of course, I'm going to play the newest single, Could We Ever Be the Same, for folks that just tuned in. And any words of encouragement you would like to give to those that are still suffering in the world today? Before we sign out, any encouraging words you want to give, Cerissa? Yeah, I don't know what anybody's religion is, but I believe in the Lord. Is like, if you do believe in the Lord, definitely keep your faith intact. Surround yourself with the right people. Especially, there's a lot of stuff that make you that will get you discouraged if you don't see. There's a lot of no's in this industry, and so we translate that oftentimes as rejection. And you just got to know that you're not rejected. All the answers are not going to be yes. You just need that. I think Lady Gaga said this perfectly. She's like, all you need is that one yes. And so you just knowing who you are and knowing what your calling is, I think that is the key thing. Because if you know that, you'll keep on pressing towards the goal and the calling that God has for you. Yes, and thank you for those encouraging words. And check out Cerissa McQueen on her website for any updates on any events and future music projects that she is working on right now. Is that right now? Yes, I am. We're currently working on it. Yes. Right, sure. Right. And check out our new single, Could We Ever Be the Same? Go ahead and download it. And Cerissa, you're welcome to come back on my platform on your new music projects. I'll be following you for life. You got me hooked. So, yes, and thank you. Yes, thank you. If anyone missed the show. Thank you for having me. Oh, you're welcome. It was my pleasure. And anyone who missed the show, you can still click this link and be able to listen what you missed out on. And you have a blessed weekend, Cerissa McQueen. Thank you. Let's keep up. And this is Lady Diva signing out for Let's Jazz It Up.
everyone. Have a great weekend, and tune in for more shows I have coming up. More R&B and more smooth jazz. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Good night, everyone.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had to let go. There's so much space. And when you're not there, without a care, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I guess I knew too much. That makes me crazy, baby. That makes me crazy, baby, 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 baby. That makes me crazy. Possibly. I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice, baby, 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 baby. That's my only advice. Come on, say who do you, who do you, who do you think you are? God bless your soul. You think you're in control. That makes me crazy. That makes me crazy. That makes me crazy, baby. Possibly.